This is how you beat procrastination and get things done. Before we start, let's understand the 3 major reasons why you procrastinate. Number 1, perfectionism. You probably have high standards and you fear failure. That's why you postpone things, because you want to see things in a perfect manner. Reason number 2, you lack clarity. When your tasks are too vague or overwhelming, you might lack clarity on where to start or where to proceed. If you are not clear on what you have to do, you procrastinate. The third reason is poor time management. If you are not allocating your time and energy to the more important areas of your life, you will procrastinate on the things that you know you have to do. The first thing to beat procrastination is to define clear outcomes. What are you trying to achieve? This is a basic question that we have to answer, because if your mind is confused, you procrastinate. This is just human nature. We humans are wired for comfort, but when we have clear goals, dopamine, the neurotransmitter for inspiration and motivation, gets released and we get things done. The biggest mistake most people make is they have vague goals. For example, if I want to grow my YouTube channel and I set this as a goal, this is too vague. You won't get results with this. You will procrastinate because the outcomes are not clearly defined. So when I understood this, I set a more specific outcome. And for me, it is recording 3 YouTube videos per week. You want to be specific because our brain craves clarity. Number 2, break your tasks into the smallest steps. To beat procrastination, you have to make your tasks manageable. Because a lot of times we procrastinate because we are too overwhelmed with too many tasks. So make it easier for yourself. For example, producing one YouTube video has many subtasks, and what I do is I segment every task like ideation, thumbnail, coming up with the concept, writing the video, editing, reviewing the edits, posting the content, and also repurposing it. And when you approach your tasks this way, you get way more done in less time and you actually have more time for other things in your life. Because the truth is this, most people confuse tasks with projects. And if you want to be even more effective with this, I highly urge you to measure how long each task takes. For example, for me right now in my YouTube creation process, ideating and coming up with a title takes me about 30 minutes, then designing the thumbnail another 30 minutes, then about 30 minutes to write and outline the video, and depending on the length of the video, it takes me about 1 hour to record it. And then about 20 minutes to review the edits of my editor, because luckily I'm not editing my videos myself. If you do this in every important area of your work and your business, you'll procrastinate less. The third thing to beat procrastination, Pomodoro timer. Now you might have heard about the Pomodoro technique, where you focus for 25 minutes on one single task and then you take a short break about 5 minutes, and then you repeat that cycle over and over again. Now this method is truly a game changer in your productivity, because a lot of procrastination actually comes from not starting the things. And sometimes when I find myself procrastinating on the things that I need to do, I just start the Pomodoro timer, and when I start, you usually don't procrastinate, because once you start, you actually finish the task. So you can trick yourself into that. So I personally use the Pomodoro timer for tasks that are not that big. As I mentioned before, things like editing thumbnails, coming up with concepts and writing the videos, I usually do them in the Pomodoro time slot. The fourth thing that I use to beat procrastination is punishment. To give you an example, like 2 weeks ago, I was procrastinating on creating my YouTube videos. So what I did to hold myself accountable is I paid them the videos that I didn't produce. So this method forced me to produce the videos even when I didn't feel like doing it, because otherwise I have to pay my editors again. So the more I slip up, the more painful it becomes. Sometimes we have to use some hard rules and tactics like this in order to keep our performance high. Because if we are not accountable, it is very easy to procrastinate on things. So we have to discipline ourselves and stay true to our word. You have to find a way to face the consequences when you are slipping up on your goals. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, one of the major reasons of procrastination is poor time management. That's why you want to watch this video next, where I talk about 10 time management tips for high performers and entrepreneurs.